I want to bring in our senior Washington correspondent and the anchor of NBC Nightly News Sunday, Hallie Jackson. She is with us on the phone. Hallie, we're speaking with Kristen about the repercussions and the concerns on Capitol Hill and really throughout the country here as to what happened so far away, but the concerns that maybe that will have an impact on us here. What are you hearing?
Yeah, politically and domestically, Jose. So a couple of things here to the point that you and Kristen and others are discussing here. And this question over authorization and the president's ability to initiate a strike, an airstrike like the one that we have seen tonight in Iran. So remember, back when he struck and essentially took out Soleimani, which you heard the president reference in his remarks just in the last couple of minutes, his administration suggested that they were basing that on Article 2 of the Constitution. You've heard the discussion around the War Powers Act. You've heard discussion, including from a couple of Republicans, I would say a small minority of Republicans, about the constitutionality of a strike like this. This is a president who has previously leaned on other authorizations. The authorization for the use of military force had come up back during that strike, although the administration did not heavily rely on that at the time. So I imagine when you have Speaker Mike Johnson, for example, late tonight suggesting that the United States was in quote-unquote imminent danger, that is where this is heading as it relates to the authorization question. The other piece of this, of course, domestically and politically, is the American response. And by that, I mean voters. We've already seen polling in recent days as this conflict has intensified between Israel and Iran, suggesting that more Americans disapprove of the U.S. getting involved in the Middle East, getting involved in a region that has ensnared the U.S. previously for many years in largely unpopular or wars that became unpopular, conflicts that became unpopular. So I think when you see the president talk about this being essentially a targeted strike, that perhaps speaks to the appetite of the American public of getting involved in something like this. At the same time, you also heard the president pledge to strike again, if need be, if in fact there wasn't peace, as he put it. He suggested there would be that quote-unquote greater tragedy that could in fact unfold here. Remember, Iran has already suggested that if something like what happened tonight were to happen, they would retaliate against U.S. bases in the region. Courtney, others have spoken about the military capabilities of Iran to do something like that. But I think that retaliation question, Jose, is another one that we have to watch in the days to come, especially as the world is laser focused on this particular moment tonight, Jose.
Hallie Jackson with extraordinary coverage and, of course, much more tomorrow on NBC Nightly News Sunday, the program that Hallie Jackson anchors.